Hello guys, welcome back to Geeks for Geeks Practice. My name is Dhananjay Mishra, and today, as the topic might have suggested you, that we'll be again performing the same live stream on the topic that is pair programming. So, as all of you have must see our previous live stream that is on yesterday, that we had Anil and Pawan with us who did pair programming and a sort of mock kind of thing or a mirror kind of thing of ICPC contest. As they both have been in the ICPC and they have performed well there also. Now coming back to their code process profile and coming back to their coding journey. So Anil is has recently made up to the candidate master. So congratulate for him. And talking about Pawan, Pawan is a 5-star coder on CodeCheck and an expert with a rating of 1800 plus on Code Forces. So guys, can you please acknowledge that whether I'm audible or not, so that we can move ahead further? And drop on some comments, like so that I can see that you are all loving this session. So hi guys, everyone joining now. Can you please drop down comments, have some chit chat kind of thing, and get engaged. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you, Andy Goda. Yeah, so I think that we are good to go now. So let me allow to invite our guests, that is Anil and Pawan, who will be entertaining us with their coding skills in the as a pair programming. So yeah, let us now start. So hi Anil, hi Pawan,
Hey,
how are you?
hello Dhananjay. Good.
Hi,
How are you
I'm
doing?
good. I'm good too. I'm good too. Like I was eagerly waiting to have a session with both of you, right?
Yeah, same here. Like
Okay.
the session yesterday was, I think, the session wise it is very good, but there was some technical difficulties. But let us see.
No issues, no issues. Talking about the yesterday's session of this pair programming, like the last few moments, right, where you were just trying to get it submitted, right? So it was kind of a pretty nervy kind of thing, right? So it just excited me up,
Yeah,
right? So
it
that's why
was very
I
pressure
tried.
situation. We
Correct.
have to code the last problem within the 5 minutes. So
Yeah.
like that is always it is always the case with these competitive programming. In time pressure, we have to code. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why we are exactly here for creating a mirror kind of thing of what actually happens when we do a pair programming or programming in a team and pairs.
Yeah.
Right. So Anil, how was your experience on yesterday's session of this pair programming? How did you felt?
It was really good, and when we had 28 minutes left for the last question, I thought we are having a fair amount of time. But it turned out that 28 minutes were actually a bit on the lower side, and we had to
Yeah.
submit in the last 20 seconds, so pretty intense.
Okay. So now, are you ready, guys, for this today's again a session of this pair programming?
Yeah, I am very
Yes,
excited about today's session.
Okay. Yeah. So I hope today's session will be as good as yesterday ones. Both of you guys, can start up the contest. So I'll be going in the backend, and whenever the audience, are asking some doubts regarding the questions, so no need to worry about that. I'll be answering them. So I'll be providing you your own space to have the contest going on with your side, right?
Okay, fine.
Okay, and apart from
So-
that, if like I will, I would like to have an idea about your approaches so that I can explain it to the audiences and all, right? So
Okay,
we'll be
okay. So
engaging a bit, right? Meanwhile.
yeah, we will be discussing our approach like as we do in the live contest. So I think it will be fine.
Okay. Okay. So let's rock and roll now, right?
Okay, so let me share my screen. You can.
So both of you can take the lead now. I'll be reviewing myself from this.
Okay, okay, fine. Dhananjay, you can show my screen. I think it is not still visible.
yeah, it's not visible. It is visible
Yeah,
now.
now it is visible. Okay, so guys, same as yesterday, I haven't registered for this contest yet. So let me first register, and let's see the problems now.
One more thing, like
How are you
sorry
feeling,
to
Anil?
interrupt you guys. Like can you
Nice.
just explain to our viewers that who might not be yesterday present, right? So explain what is this contest and all.
Yeah,
In a
exactly.
brief,
And
in
then
a brief.
explain while I am okay, let me explain while we will be getting the problems. So we will be doing like we are the team of two, and we will be doing this problem solving session. Like we will be solving this contest as a team, like it is the case in the ICPC contest. So in ICPC there is a team of three, but here we are the team of two only, and Dhananjay will be there for any doubts for like if there is any doubt of the chat, he will be there to resolve it, and we will be like discussing our approaches and finally move on to the final solution. So we will be showing the all like the whole process how we get to the solution, and then we will code it and submit it. So it will be feel of
Okay.
the actual contest only.
Yeah. So I think the contest is begin, right? So you can hurry up and
Yeah.
try to submit it.
Okay.
So
So let's start.
on the first
Okay.
question.
So I think we should start from like second problem just to have fun.
Meanwhile, the audience, right? If you have any doubts and questions, so you can comment it down, and we will take it one by one for sure, right?
So
Okay. So
can you read
is
the
my screen
question?
perfectly visible, Anil? You can see my
Yeah,
screen,
it is
right?
visible. It is visible.
Okay. So in this question, we have an unsorted array. Okay. You read the question, Anil, right? I think we
Yeah.
both can understand the question pretty well. So
Yes. तो
in this
पहले ही अप्रोच
question,
तो सीधा दिमाग में brute force आती है O n square.
let me first explain the questions to the audience. So in
Yeah,
this
sure.
problem, we will be given an array which is initially unsorted. The size of the array is n, and we have to find the maximum differences of absolute value, like as it is written here. We have to maximize this equation, like this thing, which is we have to choose any two numbers in the array such that their absolute difference plus the absolute difference between their indexes is maximum. So this is the whole problem. And let us see the constraint. So, oh my god, constraint is quite high, I think.
And across all test cases does not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the summation of n across all test cases is 1 6. So basically, we have to do it in O of n. Yeah. So the doc pair, yeah. So Anil, any thoughts?
So n square solution is pretty evident here. I guess we can like traverse across all I and j and choose the best one possible. But
Yeah.
obviously we
First
have to
approach
do
is
better than that.
brute force. Of course, we can like do it using a nested loop ij, and we can just manually find the maximum, but it will not work here as we can see that the constraint is very high. So I think we can try rearranging this thing, right? The
So
approach.
I can see mod है तो basically we can open the mod in either plus or minus depending on the जो value inside है. So for the audience of sake I'll explain what mod is. So
Mod
mod
x.
कैसे open होता है? Mod x equals to plus x if
If x is greater than equal to
just write यहाँ bracket में if x is greater than equal to 0 and it is defined as minus of x if x is less than 0. So this is what basically mod of x is. So क्योंकि दो mod operation choose हो रहे हैं, so we can open the. There are 4 ways to open the brackets, 2 for the first one and 2 for the second
Right.
one. So there are 4 total ways.
Because there are two individual mods present, so we can open it using plus minus for these and plus minus for these. Therefore, there will be total 2 into 2 4 ways.
So it
Continue.
can be like this: plus minus, minus plus, minus plus, and minus minus.
Okay, Anil and Pawan, right? So you can think of a solution in the backend while I try to explain the audience like how you begin with this approach, right?
Yeah, sure.
So I'll mute you both of you for a while, so then I'll be adding it here. Right? So now, as you can see, right? So audience, so you can see here that first of all they read the problem statement, and after that they analyze that the first of all they directly reach to the part where the constraints were given. Why? Because when you try to read a problem statement. So there are various approaches that are coming into your mind, right? So you have to eliminate those approaches, right? The approaches which are useless, right? So this thing that we have also discussed in our CP mathematics part, where we have discussed time complexity and all. So if you want to learn these things, that how to eliminate the useless useless algorithms and approaches, so you can go out there and check it out, right? On it will be on the YouTube, that is the Geeks for Geeks practice channel available. Now, apart from that, they had this equation themselves, right? That is AI minus AJ mod, right? So they now, first of all, demystified that what does mod operation does, right? So that's how, bit by bit, you try to, explain or demystify the entire question. Let us now see how they are, trying to approach this problem statement further.
Yeah. So I think question is clear to all.
फाइव माइनस ए ऑफ जे
Yeah. So सारी possibilities लिख के देख रहे हैं कि क्या होगा.
फाइव माइनस ए सब्सटेंड करेंगे तो क्या आएगा ए ऑफ जे प्लस जे. तो बेसिकली ये तो ऊपर वाली इक्वेशन ही वापस से रिपीट हो गई, बस जे की जगह आई की जगह जे आया है इसमें तो.
हाँ बिकॉज हाँ ठीक है, आई और जे इंटरचेंजेबल है क्योंकि बिकॉज दोनों इंडेक्स ही है ना, तो आई और जे इंटरचेंजेबल हो सकते हैं ऑफ कोर्स.
प्लस माइनस में ओपन करेंगे तो क्या आएगा.
तो बेसिकली मेरे ख्याल में दो ही बनेंगे ना वेज. देयर विल बी ओनली टू वेज बिकॉज टू वेज विल बी आइडेंटिकल इफ वी स्वैप आई एंड जे, राइट.
हाँ फिर तो देख लेते हैं एक बार.
हाँ ओके लिख लेते हैं.
Other than Pawan, right, can you explain that why try to equate both of these equations, like why?
Yeah. So we were explaining that only because here is the mod operation. So there is the Anil to लिख ले equation मैं तब तक समझा रहा हूँ. So we have the property of mod that if mod x can be written as plus x if x is greater than equal to 0 and minus x if x is less than 0. Basically we will be getting the positive value out of the mod, right? So here we will be having these two statements inside the mod. So there are two mods. So if we try to open this thing only, this mod value, then there are only two ways. Like we can open it using this thing. Then the value of this will be same a of I minus a of j.
Mm-hmm.
And if it could be possible that it is negative value, so it will be open as a of j minus a of I. Basically.
Okay. Yeah. I got it.
But I tried to say
so that means like in the case of negative, you will be multiplying the entire bracket with a minus sign, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why the sign is mentioned.
Yeah. So the thing, why we are trying to do is that we want to rearrange this expression without mod, and
Okay.
after rearranging, we will be getting something like we will.
So I have done the rearrangement. You can see here.
Yeah, these are the four possible ways in which we can open the mod. So these are the four equations which we can get after opening it. So
out of four, we can see that first equation is identical to the second equation, and the third equation is identical to the fourth equation. So basically, we are just having two equations, and now we have to maximize this operation, this equation, or we have to maximize this one. So I can see that we will have to make something like two arrays. First one is a of I plus I, and second one is a of I minus I.
So let us try to rearrange this thing. Like let us try to rearrange the first equation, right? है ना नील?
हाँ rearrange कर दिया ना मैंने, आगे लिखा है rearrange करके.
अच्छा हाँ या ठीक है, या ये rearrange करके लिखिए. तो so this thing can also be written as this thing, right? If we open the bracket, then we can also write it as a of I plus I minus a of j plus j. So here we can see that the simplicity, it is simple because we are just adding the index to the value of that index. Like a of I is the value present at that index, and we will be just adding its index to it. So now like we can see that we don't have to use the nested loop to solve it, because for a single element it is just only one. Like with a of I, we are just adding I. Before here we are like subtracting a of j from a of I. सीधे ये डिफरेंस दिख रहा है ना, यहाँ पर हम लोग ए ऑफ आई में से ए ऑफ जे माइनस कर रहे थे, तो वो दोनों अलग अलग इंडेक्स पे प्रेजेंट थे. सो दैट इज वाई वी हैव टू सर्च फॉर द सेकंड इंडेक्स. बट जब हमने इसको रीअरेंज कर दिया तो ए ऑफ आई के साथ आई ही आ गया, तो हमें कोई दूसरी इंडेक्स सर्च करने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ रही. तो इससे हमने क्या किया, हमने एक लूप जो हम नेस्टेड लगा रहे थे वो हमारा बच गया बेसिकली मैक्सिमाइज करने के लिए. सो अब ये जो चीज है, ये हमें ये चीज मैक्सिमाइज करनी है. बेसिकली क्वेश्चन कितना रिड्यूस हो गया.
हाँ,
राइट
तो
अनिल?
बेसिकली मैं कहूँगा फर्स्ट दो एक्सप्रेशन है, दोनों मतलब चार इक्वेशंस थी हमारे पास, और उन चारों को ओपन करने पे बेसिकली हमारे पास जो आ रहे हैं उनमें से दो तो सेम ही है. तो मैं नीचे एक बार दो यूनिक वाली है उनको वापस लिख कर देता हूँ,
हाँ
और दिस वन एंड दिस वन. तो
Okay,
we
so
have to
आपने क्या
maximize the
so your idea was that you had initially four kind of equation, and in each of the equation I can see that with each a of I you had a j value, right? So for
yes.
that you would have to be use the nested loop for finding that pair, right? Now after rearranging you have a of I and I. So for the a of I and I will be pointing to the same index, so that means you can solve it easily. That's cool. Yeah.
तो द फाइनल
So-
आइडिया आई थिंक हियर इज कि हमें इसको मैक्सिमाइज करना है. तो दिस इज समथिंग लाइक a माइनस b को मैक्सिमाइज करना है. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू इज वी विल ट्राई टू मैक्सिमाइज a and for like getting a better difference we will try to minimize b. So this is what we should do, I guess, Pawan.
Yeah, right. So I think the idea which came into my mind is we can make these as separate arrays. Like I can convert that into two different arrays. One array will
Yeah,
store
we
this
can-
thing, and the second array will store this thing, and the maximum element of the maximum element of both arrays will be the our answer, right? Like
I guess we can make only two arrays. First one will be a of I plus I key array, and
Yeah,
second
हाँ,
one will be a of I minus I array. And then
हाँ,
because we want to maximize this thing, so as I've already written upper key, we will try to maximize the first value and minimize the second value. So we can take the maximum element of a of I plus I.
and minimum
Just
element of this.
let's call this array as x. Let's call this array as x. So we can just write our answer as max of x array minus min of x array. And similarly, if we call this array as y, so we can write our answer as max of y minus min of y.
Yeah.
And we will
Guys, I hope that now the idea is that clear to you and what they're trying to do. Still, if you have any doubts, you can comment it down, and we'll surely look into it. Let us now try to see that how they're trying to approach to the coding part.
Code in C++.
okay.
बता देना अगर कोई टाइपो रहे तो, ठीक है. How is the input? So
T test cases.
okay.
And for each test case, we have a number n and an array of size n. Semicolon.
So एक array हम ले लेते हैं
x और एक y ले लें. y कैप्स में लिया है, तो x की कैप्स में चल सही.
जीरो बेस्ड इंडेक्सिंग लेनी है ना क्या?
हाँ,
ING
जीरो बेस चल जाएगी.
हाँ ठीक है, डिफरेंस ले रहे हैं तो जीरो बेस्ड वन बेस्ड से वो फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा ना, क्योंकि
x of I equals to I plus a of I. a of I plus I लिख दे.
और y of I will be equal to I.
a of I minus I है वही.
हाँ ओके ओके, मैं ऊपर भी चेंज कर देता हूँ.
हाँ, वही थोड़ा बेटर दिखेगा.
y of I plus I. ओके, सो अब मेरे को क्या दोनों का वो मैक्सिमम फाइंड करना है ना.
x और min लेना है. हाँ, तो सॉर्ट करेगा तो उससे टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी खराब होगी, तो x min ऐसे ही निकाल ले. मतलब
हाँ
STL
Max
वाले
element-
फंक्शन से भी निकाल सकते हैं वैल्यू एट मैक्स एलिमेंट.
So yeah, as you guys can see that from the coding part, right? So how efficient they're writing the code. That means they are following the proper indentations that you have to follow, right? So that's why you can see in the line number 18 and 90. For better understanding of theirs only, they have written a of I both the line in the same part, right? So these are some basic things that you have to learn, or try to inculcate in your daily coding habits, such that it helps you a lot in your future endeavors also. So let's now move. So basically, they are finding the max element of this array x and y. Let us now quickly watch how they are trying to solve it further.
तो यहाँ तक हो गया अपना। और
इन एलिमेंट का सिंटेक्स सही लिखा है ना मैंने?
सही है।
कि देख लेना, मैं लिख रहा हूँ तो कोई अगर generally we used to like in live context, actual contests also we used to code like this only. I am writing the code and Anil is like see if I am making any
Detail the
typo.
code if there are any
Yes.
errors.
This is a very good approach, I think. In team
The
programming,
result variable.
it is a good. Uh,
Yeah, because that's a pretty good approach to follow up. Because one guy is typing in and another should be checking up, right? Because like so that you the other guy don't make any typo errors or any semantic syntax errors. So that's a pretty good approach.
सही है ना अनिल?
हाँ, कंपाइल कर।
Yeah. So sample test cases are okay. So let me just submit it. Okay. So correct answer. Now second कौन सा लेते हैं? लास्ट उठाएं क्या?
उसका भी ले ले। फर्स्ट ले
Okay.
ले। फर्स्ट क्या था?
फर्स्ट लेते हैं. Yeah. So this is the problem.
ऊपर करना है, एक बार मेरे को दिखी नहीं ऊपर से।
Yeah, Pawan or Anil, anyone can of you right explain just read out the problem statement for your audience.
Okay. Pawan, can you read?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
getting it.
do one thing. I'll mute both of you so you can try to get this problem statement and meanwhile I'll read out it for the audience. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, guys, the problem statement reads that the name of this problem statement is firing employees, right? So it is saying that Geeks is the founder of Geeks Construction. He always maintains a blacklist of potential employees which can be fired at any moment. So the company has n employees, and including a geek, right? So and each employee is assigned a distinct rank, that is one, and the value of rank can vary in this range. So at the time of joining, the company has a hierarchical management such that each employee always has one immediate senior. Okay. So Geek has a strange and unfair way of evaluating an employee's performance. He sums up employees' rank and the numbers of seniors the employee has. Okay. And if it is a prime number, okay. Okay, like so I hope that some sort of problem is now clear to you. So yeah, I think that there might be a glitch kind of thing, right? Yeah, Anil, Pawan, like what did you try to explain the problem statement to our audience? Like what's the problem?
Yeah. Just a second.
Is there any glitch or any network issue by your side?
Okay. Now I think it is fine. Yeah. Is my screen visible, sir?
Your
Yeah.
screen is not visible actually. Yes, it is
Okay.
visible now.
So can you explain the problem statement? Like I read it out for the audience. So can you explain like what's the approach? Or
Okay. So I got the problem. Let me explain it to the audience. So basically, in this problem, we are given like there are n employees in a company, right? Okay. So and all the employees are ranked from 1 to n at the time of their joining. The company has an hierarchical management and okay. So each employee has one immediate senior, like it is in a tree. If we see that in a tree format, then it will be having one parent, like each employee will have one parent, right? So so what the question is asking that like we have to just count the total number of like कितने bosses हैं एक किसी like कोई आयत एम्प्लॉय है then we have to count the total number of parents, like all the senior, all the employees which are senior than that current employee. We have to count that value, and there is like there is the rank of that employee also. So if the sum of his rank plus the number of employees which are at higher level than that is prime, then we are going to like uh, क्या करें
Fire
उसको?
that employee.
We are going to fire it. So so this is the question. So we will just basically have to
Okay, so we
check.
have to calculate two things, I
हाँ,
guess. We will need number of seniors of each employee
हाँ.
and
So
employee number of each employee.
प्रिंट क्या करना है एंड में, कितने फायर होंगे
Number
ये?
of employees which can be fired, yes.
Okay. So yeah. So basically, what the question is asking, like we have to, for each employee we have to count the total number of parent, like उसके कितने parent हैं उसके ऊपर. अगर हम उसे tree के form में देखें, so let us take one example. Like I'm just making one as a सीधा सा tree. So here we can see that for employee number 4, it has three bosses. Like all the employees which are at higher level than that are its bosses. So for 4, it has 3 bosses. 5 has 4 bosses. Likewise, 3 has 2 bosses. Like 3 has 1 and 2 as a boss. So and like four has 3 bosses, then its value will be equal to, like 4 is its employee number and it has 3 bosses. So the sum of both of them comes out to be 7. So 7 is a prime number. That is why we are going to fire him. Fired. So 4 is fired here. In this case, 3, and it has 2 bosses, which
So
comes
it
out
will
to
be
be
also
5.
fired.
So it will also be fired because 5 is also a prime number.
Okay, and the boss can't be fired, which is already given. So we can't fire
Uh,
one.
Cannot be fired. In case of 5, it has 4 bosses, which comes out to be 9. So not fired.
Okay, so basically these values, right? These values are the data in the nodes or the parents, I can say, right?
No. We are just given, like we are given a tree structure. We are given parent of each node, and we have to find the find if a node can be fired or not. And the
So in simple
condition for
terms, we can say that we are just given this input is a tree basically, uh,
Okay.
like tree in data structure, like graphs and tree. We know that.
Okay, so
So
that's what I was asking. Like these values denote the data of that particular node, right?
this
And you
is
have
the
to
these
sum
are the
up.
data of tree.
Yeah. So basically, so for each node, you are trying to find the summation of each of its parent, and
Yeah,
if it
right.
comes out to be a prime number, then you have to file it out. Okay. So
नहीं,
I hope that
if no, अगर वो prime number नहीं, if the sum of the employee
Yeah,
like
yeah,
employee number
yeah,
and that value comes out to be prime.
yeah. So I hope that the question is now clear to the audience. So yeah, so you can start up with the approaches that is coming to your mind.
अनिल, ये क्या है, ये जो दिया है 323, ये एम्प्लॉय नंबर्स हैं क्या?
230 का मतलब है नहीं, 230 का मतलब है 1 का पेरेंट 2 है और
अच्छा,
3 का
ओके,
मतलब है 2 का
एम्प्लॉय
पेरेंट
नंबर्स
3
हैं.
है. हाँ
ये एम्प्लॉय नंबर्स हैं.
नहीं, एम्प्लॉय नंबर्स नहीं है, वो पेरेंट ही है सीधा.
अच्छा, ओके, ये 2 टेस्ट केसेस हैं. ओके, समझ गया. एम्प्लॉय नंबर्स
हाँ
तो 1 2 3 4 ऐसे है ना. अगर 1 का एम्प्लॉय
हाँ
नंबर
हाँ
1 है, 2 का एम्प्लॉय नंबर 2 है.
और किसी का
ओके.
पेरेंट नंबर 0 है, इसका मतलब हो जाएगा कि वो कंपनी का बॉस है, वो रूट हो जाएगा हमारा ट्री का.
हाँ, ओके. सो ये जैसे समझा देता हूँ मैं. ये टेस्ट केस दिया हुआ है, जैसे 2 का मतलब है कि 2 टेस्ट केसेस हैं, 4 का मतलब है कि 4 एम्प्लॉयज हैं. सो
हाँ
हियर जो फर्स्ट वाला है एम्प्लॉय नंबर 1 है, उसका 0 का मतलब है कि वो बॉस है, उसका कोई भी पेरेंट नहीं
उसका
है.
कोई पेरेंट नहीं है. हाँ
पेरेंट मतलब बॉस
और
नहीं है. एंड एम्प्लॉय नंबर 2 का जो बॉस है वो एम्प्लॉय नंबर 1 है.
हाँ,
लाइक
तो हम
वी
2
कैन
और
से
1 को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, 2 में कैसे कर रहा हूँ, इंडेक्स वाइज कर रहा हूँ. जैसे ये 0 है, वो 1 बेस्ड इंडेक्स मान रहा हूँ, तो 0 जो है वो फर्स्ट इंडेक्स पर है, जो 1 है ये सेकंड इंडेक्स पर है, ये वाला जो 1 है ये थर्ड इंडेक्स पर है, और ये जो 2 है ये फोर्थ इंडेक्स पर है. ठीक है.
अब
सो
सही है.
जो तो ये सेकंड इंडेक्स पे वैल्यू 1 है, इसका मतलब है कि सेकंड का बॉस 1 है, राइट.
हाँ
अब थर्ड इंडेक्स पे 1 है, तो इसका मतलब है कि थर्ड का बॉस भी 1 है, राइट. और ये
और
फोर्थ
4 का
इंडेक्स पे 2
बॉस
है,
2
इसका
है.
मतलब कि फोर्थ का बॉस 2 है. सो इस
तो
फॉर्म में
कोई
हमें
डायग्राम
ट्री
वगैरह नहीं है क्या? डायग्राम वगैरह का नहीं है क्या इसमें? ट्री का डायग्राम वगैरह नहीं दे रखा
Okay,
क्या
so
नीचे scroll
basically,
करके?
the input is showing that for
हाँ
each
दिया
index
दिया
denotes that particular node, and that value denotes its parent, right?
या सो ये
ये रहा
डायग्राम दिया
ये
हुआ है,
रहा।
जैसे फर्स्ट वाले में मैंने बताया ना। सो 2 का पेरेंट 1 था, यहाँ पर 2 का पेरेंट 1 है, 3 का पेरेंट भी 1 है, 4 का पेरेंट 2 है। सो दिस इज द स्ट्रक्चर, राइट? तो आई थिंक द क्वेश्चन विल बी क्लियर बाय नाउ। सो
तो इसमें सबसे
आई थिंक
सीधा
इसमें
पहली बात तो ये कि प्राइम चेक
या
करना है या नहीं, तो वी विल नीड सी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल। तो
बेसिकली इसमें ऐसा कोई लॉजिक नहीं बिल्ड करना पड़ेगा हम लोगों को। ये आई थिंक ये सीधी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन रहेगी। बेसिकली हम लोगों को क्या करना है कि हर एक, जैसे कि फॉर दिस नोड, लाइक फॉर दिस नोड वी जस्ट हैव टू फाइंड टोटल नंबर ऑफ बॉसेस। सो इससे ऊपर
हाँ,
कितने वो हैं, हमें बस वही फाइंड करना है। इसके लिए
और
भी
वो
सेम।
उसकी डेप्थ हो जाएगी।
हाँ, सो बेसिकली अब हम क्या कह सकते हैं कि इसके जो टोटल नंबर ऑफ बॉसेस क्या होंगे, वो ये कौन सी डेप्थ पे है, मतलब इसका लेवल क्या है।
हाँ,
दिस रैंक 1 इज एट डेप्थ, वी कैन से
जीरो,
दैट इट इज एट डेप्थ 0, then this will be at depth 1,
डेप्थ
this will
वन।
be at depth 2. So
सो
basically,
डेप्थ ऑफ a node denotes number of seniors above it.
yeah, so basically anyone who have idea of DFS BFS can understand what we mean by depth, right? Yeah, so this is the part. So
Guys,
let
sorry to
us,
interrupt. Like, can you try to communicate a bit in English, because our audience, many of them are not comfortable with
okay, okay,
a
no
bit,
problem.
Sure, no problem.
not hard,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
bit.
there is no problem. So basically, I think,
We discussed that we have to find the number of seniors of a node. So for each node, we are just saying that the number of seniors of a node will be equal to its depth. And what
yeah,
we mean by depth is like the standard depth used in DFS and BFS problems. So the depth of both node, or we can say parent node, which is the root of our tree, will be zero, and
0,
any node which is directly connected to parent node, the boss node, the node 2 and 3, for example, here will be at a depth of 1, and similarly we can calculate the depth for rest of the nodes.
yeah. So that the depth of 4 will come out to be 2, right? As there are
Yeah,
two
because the
parents.
number of parents for 4 are 2.
So I think approach will be like pretty simple. We just have to store for each element the number of like its depth. We have to find the depth of each node, and after that we just have to check that if that number, the sum of employee number and the depth, comes out to be prime, right?
Yes, so first of all, we are given data in the form of parent array, so we will have to convert that into a graph array using adjacency list.
Yeah. So we will convert it into the graph and let us see. So here we cannot like for each value we cannot check it if it is prime or not manually, because uh, like if there
Using
are
square root of any method, you mean?
yeah, because
Because
we can see here that
value
this
of n
total,
can be at most 1 is 6, so we can't check for each value individually because time complexity of checking that will be n into square root of n for each number, so that will exceed the time limit.
yeah, we know that we can check if a number is prime or not manually, but it will take square root of n time. So for 10 to the power 6 elements, the total time will come out to be 10 to the power 6 into square root of 10 to the power 6, which will be 10 to the power 9. So it will give us time limit exceeded. So what we can do here is we can use prime sieve method. So we can pre-compute the sieve before the test cases, and then using the sieve we can check the prime in O of one operation only. So then it will be fine. I think we it will run. It will not give
TD or
TLE.
something. Yes, I guess.
So yeah, I think we should come to the coding part, because there is not much to discuss in this problem.
So as you guys can see that they first of all jumping to the coding, right? Most of us, what we try to do, after getting a bit of solutions in, we just try to jump to the coding part. But what they did here is a pretty good approach. They just covered up all the basic edge cases, all the constraints, and try to demystify what algorithm will work or not, right? So this is the way when you solve a contest, don't just hurry up to move to the coding part directly, right? Try to devise an algorithm that will work for all the edge cases, because writing a code isn't that much hard once you're clear with the idea and approach in your mind, right? So let us now see further. I think that they are doing a pretty good job till now. Let's now see how it goes further.
Is prime knowledge? हाँ, तो कंस्टेंट देख ले एक बार। 1E5 था शायद, तो हमें उसके डबल की साइज चाहिए होगी। 1E5 तो 2E5 की साइज चाहिए होगी। हाँ,
So in this pre-function, I will be just calculating the C part. So it will be like clear. If I am not including it in main, it will be more convenient. We have created the sieve in like yesterday also, so I think you may have the idea how we are.
so for j equal to 2 into I,
Sorry.
2 into I. Yeah, it's coming out. So a value of 0 in the sieve represents the number is prime, and the value 1 represents that the number is not prime. So the convention is a bit ulta here.
Okay, I think uh, it's fine. So I think BFS, we should use BFS, right? DFS will be like.
You should mark 0 and 1 is not prime first of all.
So अरे नहीं वो when we will check I can handle it there only ना.
हाँ, क्योंकि सी में भी कर सकते हैं, but okay. So now we should convert the input, take input first of all.
So we should convert this input into the tree. So
You can take one base because the indexing is one based.
okay, yeah, right. Okay. So I know that I is connected to A of I. So I will take the input parent and
So yeah, guys, one more thing that you should notice here that the approach they are following is that one of them is writing the code and another one is helping him out, right? Giving him a helping hand. So there are various approaches to do pair programming. Like if this one is suiting them pretty well, so they are following this approach because it is working well for them. Others might what they do is that one of the guy try to solve a single problem and the another one looks into other. So it totally depends, right? How much comfortable they are with what kind of approach, right? So if they're doing well with this approach, so yeah, that's pretty good.
That probably.
so I think we have to find root.
रूट वहाँ से मिल जाएगा ना. इफ पेरेंट इक्वल टू 0 तो वो ith नोड रूट हो जाएगा.
Yeah, so यहीं पर we should add this condition here. If parent is equal to 0, then I can say that my
रूट
ith
इक्वल्स टू I और कंटिन्यू कर दे, या उसका एल्स में डाल दे, कुछ भी कर दे.
Okay, I will continue it. Yes. So if it is root, then I don't have to connect it to the tree.
So now, as you can see, that in this line, that in this part, it is from 32 line number to 40. They are first of all creating a graph or a tree, I can say, because trees are sort of also graph, right? Out of this entire array given to them, and in this vector, right, they are storing the depth of each and every node. So yeah, okay, great. So let us now see right further.
Breadth first search BFS. So it is.
DFS BFS कैसे भी कर सकते हैं.
We can use it. We can use BFS only. I think here BFS is more convenient.
While not q.mp.
Okay, so this.
Not visited child. So mark child as visited. And depth calculate कर ले. Depth of child equal to depth of node plus 1.
So depth of node plus
You
1.
don't pop नहीं दिया तूने.
हाँ अभी करता हूँ. Here we have to pop it also. So now in the depth vector, we will be storing the depth of each node. And now
Or you
I'm
can say
just
the number of
declaring
seniors
the
of each node if you are required to calculate.
answer. And I am just uh, traveling all the nodes. If I is equal to root, then I cannot fire it. So I am writing continue. Otherwise, I am checking if
Is
is
prime
prime of
I
depth
plus
of
depth of
I
I.
will be the total number of bosses plus I will be
I.
its employee number. If this value is equal to 0, like if it is prime, then I am incrementing my
Answer.
answer, and otherwise it is fine. So I am
So
just
yeah, Anil, like you are trying to use is prime, right? So how will check is prime by the use of a sieve, or is there
yeah,
any other method for?
We are
yeah,
using
yeah.
sieve to check
Really,
is prime, as
yes.
we have previously explained that if we use the square root of n method to check whether a number is prime or not, so then we will have to check a total of 1e6 numbers, and in the worst case our time complexity will be 1e6 into square root of 1e6, which is
Yeah.
1e9. So that will give time limit exceeded. So
Okay.
to avoid that, we are using sieve. So what sieve does is we will pre-calculate for each number up to 2e5 whether that number is prime or not. So
Yeah.
in
So
O of one query, we can get whether that number is prime or not.
okay. So yeah. So that's what I was saying, right? You will be using a sieve for checking whether a number that you're getting a sum is prime or not, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess
So
you're getting a segmentation fault here. So
Yeah, I'm checking
I
it.
guess you're trying to access a memory which is not you have allocated or out of bound.
Yeah, I'm just checking it where it is happening. So in the sieve part, I think it is fine, right, Anil?
I less than 2e5, yes, I guess it should be fine unless we are getting some floating point exceptions. Can you take size of sieve 2e5 plus 5? No, right there 2e5 plus 1. No, it's fine.
Yeah, yeah, because it is 2e5 plus 5, na, size of the
Yes, yes, it's fine.
so sieve is fine. Now I am allocating this, I am resizing these vectors which I have declared
N
global.
plus 1 size, so they're fine.
Because it is 1 based indexing, so I'll have to declare them n plus 1 size,
Hmm.
right? So I think it is also fine. Now I am taking the input and I am doing this thing.
Q and Q, 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 Q.
While not q dot
I
empty, node is equal to the
don't
front.
think there should be a problem.
Yeah,
Can you retry once, compile?
it shouldn't.
I think that you guys have, I guess, while popping, right? You haven't popped from the queue.
No, no.
Okay.
Here is the statement q dot pop.
Okay.
Let us try to increase the size of this. Anyone in chat can find the error. They can freely.
Yeah, guys. Meanwhile, the audiences can also, give their ideas and approaches. And surely, I will be looking into it and discussing with them. And meanwhile, if you're finding any errors in their code, you can also comment it down, right? Feel free to ask any questions or comment down anything that you feel that might solve this problem.
If we don't find the error within 2 minutes, we should move to the next question, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. We will debug it later.
Yeah, compile and run.
I am audible, right?
You well, can I see the constraints once again? So we are getting runtime on the sample test cases itself, right? Pawan,
Am I audible, right, Anil?
you are audible, but your voice is lagging. Hello. So Pawan is lagging, I guess. Record 5 to 0.
I think Pavan's stream is stuck a bit.
Yes, Pawan is lagging in my POV.
Meanwhile, Anil, you can try to find out the bug or try to approach, or you can
I
share a
can't see
screen
the
or
complete code. I can't
okay.
see the code.
Okay, so for a while, I will try to remove. Pavan is not removed. So meanwhile, yeah. So what do you think that what might be the error here?
I don't exactly know, but what I can try is I can try coding it from my end.
No,
I
no,
think
no.
Pavan is
I think
back. I think Pavan is
yeah,
back.
yeah. I think I was back quite a while ago. Can
Yeah,
you
you
hear
are
me right?
back now.
Hello.
Yes, 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 we can hear you now.
Yeah, I think segmentation fault हो गई resolve. I think
What was the error?
that I don't know. I just like increase the size of the sieve and
You didn't
it is
increase
working.
the size.
But it is giving more output than the test cases. Oh, oh, ho,
Uh,
ho. See,
you have
see,
taken
see
input
two
twice.
times. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so like the segmentation fault. I think that the segmentation fault was not because of this two times input of test cases. There might be some other issue, I guess.
No, no, no. It was. I think, no, no, it was this only. I was taking in the input t two times. So therefore here the input like कम पड़ रहा था ना यहाँ पर input. I was running
Okay,
the
okay, okay, okay,
loop
okay.
and
Now I got it. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you
so
kept the size
sample test
as it
case
is, right?
sample test case are
Yeah,
right. I think I should
everything
skip it
except
because
is
time
as
too
it
much.
is.
Yeah, it is correct
So
answer.
we got
Now
everything
let's
except.
quickly move on to the next question because uh, time pressure situation again. Okay. Yeah. So let me quickly
Okay.
explain the question. I got the question. So in this question, like we have to create a beautiful a beautiful increasing sequence. What I mean by beautiful increasing sequence is in a beautiful increasing sequence, uh, like if a number is present at ith index, then all the numbers which are present at an index greater than I should be a multiple of a of I. Yeah. So like in this example, 1 is here, so all the numbers to the right of 1 should be multiple of 1. So 2 and 10 are multiple of 1, and all the numbers to the right of 2 should also be multiple of 2. So therefore 10 is multiple of 2, therefore it is uh, a beautiful sequence. But in case of like 6 10. Now in this case, all the numbers right to the 1 are multiple, so it is right. But here for 3, all the numbers to the right of 3 are 6 and 10. So here 6 is not the multiple of 3, hence it is not a beautiful
10 is
sequence.
not the multiple of 3.
Yeah, 10 is
10 is
not the
not
multiple.
divisible by 3. Yes, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
basically we have
this
to
is the
find
question.
the multiple sequence.
We have to find the the maximum, the sequence with maximum length, and it should
And
end
it
at
should end
10.
with n. Okay,
And
so
it should
first of
end
all,
with
it should end with n. So it is ending with n. So the number before the second last number should be a factor of n,
exactly. So
and the number before that should be a factor of that number, and n
yeah, yeah.
too.
So basically, what we can say that for I at an index I, the I minus one should be a factor of I, a of I, right?
Yes.
The value presented a of I minus one should be a factor of a of I. Then only we can make this thing possible. Yeah, yeah. It is perfectly
Mm,
fine. So we can also say that one thing. मैं एक बात कहता हूँ only.
yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If a of I minus one factor of, look, if a of I minus 1 is factor of a of I, then all the factors of a of I minus 1 has to be factor of a of I also, right?
Can you repeat the statement?
मतलब if uh, x is factor of
Okay,
y,
I got it. If x is factor of
then
y and y is a factor of z, then x will be a factor of z.
all
Yes.
the factors of x are factors of y. This is right or no?
Yes, yes, this is right. But
Yeah.
I was
So
thinking something like if x is a factor of y and y is a factor of z, then x will also be a factor of z. So the condition that x should divide all the numbers to the right of it is a meaningless condition. We should only concentrate on the adjacent pairs.
yeah, we just have to focus on the adjacent pair, because if a of I minus 1 is factor of a of I, and then it is like chain. It will form a chain. Then a of I minus 2
Guys,
1
Ayush is asking like, can you show them? Can you show him the constraints of the problem?
Sure.
yeah, right. So
And up to 1 in 9.
n is up to
Okay.
29.
Okay. So now you can move forward. I guess you will be keeping these constraints in your mind while devising an algorithm,
Oh
right?
my god, they are really tight constraint, Anil, right?
1 in 9. So I guess yes.
Yeah, I think we will be we
But
can manage to do it, but it is very tight.
well, the last number should be n. The first number will be n. When I say first number will be 1 always.
But first number will
Yes, I
always be
can say
one,
I
because
can.
one will divide like all the numbers. So first number will be n always.
It will look like
One
1,
always.
some numbers here x, y, z, and then last one we will have n. Where z
Yeah.
is a factor of n and y will be a factor of z. So y will also be a factor of n as we have already discussed. So I guess these all numbers will be factor of n. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, I'm getting. So I think we have to just find the all the factors of n only, because all the numbers
And then we
to
will
the
have
left
to
of,
choose a subset among them. Like
yeah.
all we can't use all the factors of n. For like if you have example, for example 10, so all
Uh-huh.
the factors of 10 will be 1 to 5, 10. So
Uh,
we can't use all of them. We will have to choose a subset like 1 to 10 or 1,
uh,
5, 10. So we can see there are multiple answers possible,
okay. So we just have to find a subsequence of all the factors of n, right?
which satisfies our condition. Yes. So first of
Okay,
all,
so
I guess
I
we
think
should code up this much.
I think we should share one very like very good thing, which will be very handy. So if for any number n, we can find all the factors in sqrt of n time, right?
Yes, and the number of factors is cube
The
root of
total
n.
number of factors will be of the order cube root of n.
Yeah. Just I can just write a upper bound which is 2 into cube root of n actually.
So 2 raised to the like we will have cube root of n factors at most. So here constraint is 1 10 to the power 9. So there will be at most 10 to the power 3 factors present, right? So we can use like we can store all the factors, and we can use n square approach, like n in the sense the total number of
Number
factors,
of factors. Yes.
yeah, number of factors to the first, so that approach. So I think I should start code, because not much time is left.
Yeah, sure.
Well, you
Go ahead.
can like take any query or anything.
Any questions, chat? So one more thing is we don't
So
have to find the size of largest subset. We also have to like show
Print it.
the actual array. So we'll have to use some kind of DP, I guess, or backtracking something.
I think it will be similar to finding longest increasing subsequence type problem.
Yes, I guess we can use that, but with the slight modification of recovering the original longest increasing subsequence.
okay, so basic idea I guess is kind of using LIS problem, and if you have to print all of them, then I have to use the backtracking for sure, right?
Yes, we'll see the implementation. So the basic idea is, of course, we'll use LIS. So But since n was huge, so we reduced it to like n was 1 in 9. We had 1 in 9 candidate
Hmm.
numbers, but we reduced that to around 2,000 numbers. So that we can
Oh,
use some like
great.
squared approach.
Hmm. That sounds great.
Okay, so
Right. So factors will be stored in this vector factor, and the size of this k
the spelling of factor
will,
is wrong in the like क्या बोलूं उसको? Implementation. No, initialization.
Yeah, in the line number 9, right? You have written vector. You have a typo
Yes, it's
error.
okay now.
okay, okay.
In the declaration, I mean law.
Now,
Okay,
now, now,
so
now, what I have
I
to
guess
do?
you can make a DP of size k, and yeah, you can sort them.
So we will be making a dp of size. I will initialize it to 0, and I will store dp of 0 is equal to 1 because I can always make a subsequence of size 1 will
Yes,
be the base condition. Now, this is the standard method to find
length of longest
longest
increasing subsequent.
increasing. Yeah. So here, the condition which should be satisfied is
Is by factor of k.
what I should do is
Ayush is saying that sorting might help. So, what's your say
yeah,
on this?
yeah.
We
I
have
have
already
sorted.
sorted the array.
Right, Ayush.
Okay,
Nice,
okay,
nice
Ayush.
observation.
Nice, Ayush.
I must say,
Yeah, so
Ayush
you
is
can.
very active. He finds all the small
Yes,
errors.
he was really helpful even yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. We really appreciate that.
DP of I equal to max of DP of I and DP of j plus 1.
So right, this will work. Like DP is fine.
So,
Now for forming the answer, we have to backtrack it. Right?
so I guess you can make another array to store the transitions. Like if
No,
you
I
are
think
currently
we
on
should
index I,
no, we should like do it in like conventional, like because we are using O of k square here, so we can backtrack it using also using k square, right? Right.
okay, you can do that.
Let me try it. That approach is also fine. We like we can at every update we can store the position where we are updating it, and it will work fine.
So current is your current index, I guess.
Yeah. So I am backtracking
Okay.
from the
Last
last
index
one.
of the array.
Yeah. So answer dot. Now if equal to 0, then I will break this loop.
Or else you'll find a place where value is one less than current value, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm doing that only. So
You
if
forgot
dp
to
of
write in die equal to.
I plus 1 is equal to dp of current, right? And I
You haven't
will
declared I, and
and
yes,
I
now
will
it's fine.
break I is equal to 0 and it didn't break, and I will do current is equal to minus 1. So I think say you're in a backtracking, I think it is fine only.
Yeah, I guess it's good.
And since I am storing answer from the back, so I have to
We'll
reverse
have
it
to
also.
revise the answer array,
We
yes.
have to like print return the increasing subsequent increasing sequence. So before returning it, I have to reverse it. Oh, sorry. Okay.
So yeah, guys, one more thing that you should learn from these two pairs is that even though time left is only 10 minutes, right? They are keeping their nerves, keeping their nerves calm and trying to implement what they're trying to do. So yeah, so that's pretty much good, right? Because I have seen like most of the people that they in a hurry, and when they see that the time left is a bit less, they try to make some silly mistakes and errors in their implementation. So pretty much impressed with their patience and their intent.
Wrong.
It is
We are getting
wrong.
1-0. आउटपुट वन
Wait.
साइज का क्यों जनरेट हो रहा है? तेरा पास पहला ही पुश हुआ है मतलब.
Uh,
Why is that?
just a second. Okay, let us debug it. So it is also a good practice if the answer is not coming as expected, then we can try to,
You should print the DP array first.
yeah, I am printing the DPI to check what is happening.
Debugger
DPI,
is disabled. I guess debugger is disabled.
okay.
Our debugger is disabled. I guess we can't see the cout operation, or can we?
No, 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 I think I can see. See,
Okay, so you are not calculating the factors correctly. Can you move up?
I'm starting this from 2 only because so 1 and n
Yes.
is not.
That was
Yeah.
the mistake. You can comment like hello
Now it
and
is
stuff, I guess.
see, now it is good. So the problem was we have to include 1 and n itself. So here, while calculating the factors, I was starting my loop from I is equal to 2. So I'm skipping 1 and n by 1. So these two I have to include. That is why it was giving the wrong answer. So I can now cut that out. So I'm getting here 3 1, and the generated output should be 3 1 only.
You want so it's correct.
It is fine. So I think I should try submitting it. Boom. Correct answer. So finally, today we were able to do all the three problems within the time, unlike yesterday. So
We were also able to do yesterday, but last night it thought.
Okay,
yeah,
so guys,
at the end I
great
was
work,
accepted, so
great job, right? The smiles on your faces, depict that how much happiness you are getting after submitting all the problems in
actually,
time.
it is very good
Yeah,
feeling. Like every time, like it doesn't matter how big the stage is. Each and every time we
right.
got that green tick, it is very motivating and it is very like very happy
Exactly.
feeling.
Yeah,
Even if
because
it's a really easy
I
problem or hard problem.
yeah,
It doesn't matter.
keeping this in mind, there was a T-shirt a while of ICPC. It showed that green tick is the real happiness kind of thing. I guess
Yes,
that
yes,
was there on
yes.
that
I remember
ICPC.
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Being at
That
ICPC plus green tick equals
green,
happiness squared. I remember that.
yeah,
yeah.
so that's how you can, it doesn't depend that if you're trying to solve on code forces, you get a accepted, statement in the green. So, that's the best thing of your happiness. One more thing, I want to ask
Right.
that once you got the error in this one, right? You didn't got the right answer. So, can you explain that how you use a debugging statement and at what points or at what line number you would try to.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, let me explain it. So initially, what I was doing it here in these like 4 or 5 lines, I was calculating all the factors of n, right? Uh, in the square root of time. So here I was previously I have written I is equal to 2. So for calculating the factor of n, I was looking from 2 only. But 1 is also factor of n, and the like pairwise value of 1, which is n by 1. So I was missing these two factors, which are 1 and the number itself, because if I start the loop from 2, then I will miss these two factors, right? So that was the problem, because here in this question, the factor, like we are given n is equal to 10. So the factors, I have to include 1 and 10 also. So when I was starting the loop from 2, then I was missing these two factors. That is why I'm getting the wrong verdict.
Okay, so
But
like how
when
did you
I
identify?
No,
How
I
did you
yeah,
think
so
you
when
identify
read the
that?
question
so when
correctly.
I
So you can
uh,
speak on.
no. Then when I write the debugging statement, then I saw that the value of this k, because k is the total number of factors, right? So this the value of this k is too shorter. Like the total number of factors should be 4. Then it comes out to be 2. From there, I can see that there are two factors missing.
Okay, that's good, right? So I will tell the
Uh,
audience that you can use this sort of debugging statement that to find out that where at what point in that code that your uh, whether a code or the control of the code is reaching or not. And in this case, if it was reaching, then if you're not getting the correct expected output, then you might be having some error in the above part also, right? So that's why they did. That's what they did here. Yeah.
yeah,
So apart
exactly.
from that, any questions from the audience, right? Like how did the
Anything,
stream was,
any suggestion, any suggestion from your side for the upcoming sessions on also?
Yeah.
We can consider
Yeah,
them
any
also.
suggestions or
Or
any
any doubt.
questions?
All the things are
So can
welcome.
you finish this test? Like, okay, so the test is finished, right? No issues.
You can click on finish
Right.
test, I guess.
I can click on finish test. Okay.
Last nail in the coffin, right? Finish it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, so you can
solved
see that
RP and solved RC. Okay, I can submit this. Right.
row level, right?
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess none of them is having a note, right? So I have a few questions for you, right? So both of you, have you ever participated earlier before in a pair? Like the compatibility between both of you is sort of like a couples, right? One of them is
So,
handling it pretty well, and one of them is writing the code pretty well. So that's why I'm asking.
yeah.
Like,
Okay, right. Like I can understand, but yeah, previously we have participated in many contests together, as like we are from the same college, and we have participated in like in college, and like all like there are technical fests, right, in the colleges, and we will
mhm.
organize many coding contests in our college itself and all the other college in like in the region. So they are generally like team contests only. A team of two can participate, and we generally most of the time like we most of the time participate in team only. And like we generally have very good result participating in team. Like we
Yeah,
won many prizes. I think you have the idea about that.
yeah,
So it is like it is different from individual coding. Like like the thing is, in when I code individually, I might be missing very silly thing, and by missing
Yes.
that I am just unable to solve the problem. But that small thing can be easily overlooked by an individual. But when we code in team, the another one, like I am coding and the another one is monitoring, then it is very difficult. Like he can see, like if I missed it, then he can see that, and all other
yeah. I
inputs,
have
like
experienced the
while
same thing.
coding the
Like
project.
because yeah,
Yeah.
because I have experienced the same thing because I was in my college. Then I just had various competitions like the Mindspark competition or the College of Engineering Pune competition, right? So
Yeah.
me and my friend, we were just solving this problem. So what we did, we just tried to swap the questions, right? One of the questions will be solved by him, and he will be providing me the approach, and vice versa. So yeah,
Exactly.
I can imagine what kind of blood rush or that happens for during this contest. And one more thing I would like to appreciate both of you is that you were just trying to hold on your nerves even though the time was a bit less. So that's a pretty
Right.
good
Right. Right.
question. I guess that's
It
the
is very
outcome of the number of out or the number of contests you have solved earlier. I think, right?
exactly. Initially, it was very tough to code in this time pressure situation, but with time, as we like uh, do more and more contests, it will come. It will come automatically.
Okay. Anil, is your video stuck? You there?
No, no, no. I'm here.
Okay. Because you were quite a bit, so I thought that so yeah, what's your idea and what your say on this pair coding? And like many of the people, I just took in Q&A session, so they asked like should we do programming individually or in pairs? So what's your say on that?
So about individual versus having something to code with, I'd say having someone to code with is really good. So Because first of all, if you are giving a competition like individually, let's say you are giving a code forces round or a coder round, so you both are competing against each other, and definitely one of you is going to perform better than the other one. Even if you solve the same number of questions, uh, one of the approach can be better than the other. So it's a really good to have. You can discuss the solutions with them after the contest ends. So you can
Yeah.
get to learn a lot from someone if you have a partner or say a teammate to code with. So
Yeah, so
generally,
I just sort of heard that you were both the same roommates, so you just follow the same approach. I guess that's right, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I guess
pretty
I
much
can say.
it. That is the coordination part. Like we are
Yeah.
coding like since a long time, so that is the thing.
Okay, nice. So yeah, any more questions from the audience, or we can just wrap up this session, and we'll be surely coming back with more such sessions. So yeah, Anil and Pawan, I think that the audience is now pretty much happy and they don't have any doubt. I think they understood the approach and what we're trying to explain here, right?
Yeah,
So
thanks.
yeah, guys, the last word, stay safe, both of you, and happy coding, and see you soon in both of you, right?
Thank you, Dhananjay.
Thank you,
So
Dhananjay.
I personally enjoyed a lot. Thanks.
me too, same here. So yeah, Anil, okay, Pawan, bye bye, take care, see you soon, right?
Okay,
See
Bye
you.
bye.
bye.
So bye bye, guys.